Of course, I got a shock because my auntie died because of breast cancer. So uh, it, I was very surprised when I was diagnosed breast cancer. I had an experience to support my father, who he had prostate cancer and his stage was 4. So I know Gerson Therapy so much. So when I diagnosed at the office of the doctor, I decided to start Gerson Therapy. Right after that, right after the diagnosis, I ordered fresh organic carrots for the juice. Yeah, so every 2 times a day, I squeezed very fresh carrot juice for the Gerson Therapy. And also, I ordered very fresh greens to make fresh juice. I try to warm up my body because of low temperature, cancer can grow so fast. So I try to warm up my body. So in the bathroom, yeah, we have a hot spring in Japan. So I try. That's a good way to warm up my body. So every morning or 2 times a day, I soak my legs or hands or my body in a bathtub. Detoxification is very important for me. So I did coffee enema 2 times a day. I stopped to eating sweets. I used to love to eat those, but I stopped eating donuts and cream puff. I stopped that, and also I stopped eating very salty food. Yeah, salt and sugar are not so good for my cancer. In Oriental country, we have acupuncture, and a soft massage. It's good for me. If I love that, so I tried them too. Every year I should check my body, and there's no problem so far. So and I'm still doing Gerson Therapy, so I think it works very well. So I'm having a happy life after diagnosis. I'm very active person, so I'm always trying many things. So if I know the new good things, I'm going to try. But I think I'm doing so many things, and I'm sure it works.
Yukiyo utilized Gerson therapy along with detoxification and diligently removed sugar from her diet since cancer feeds on sugar. Dr. Max Gerson was called the greatest genius in medical history by Nobel Peace Prize winner Alfred Schweitzer. And the Gerson therapy relies heavily on the production of energy at the cellular level. Let's have a listen to Dr. Patrick Vickers explain how juicing, which is a staple of the Gerson treatment, fires up the immune system and produces cellular energy.
When you eat raw fruit, raw vegetables, you're drinking raw juices. Do you know if you tested those juices with litmus paper before they went into your body, they test acidic? They test acidic with litmus paper, but when you drink it, that gets broken down into an alkaline ash called potassium hydroxide. The hydroxyl molecule literally goes into your body. Now, chemically written, a hydroxyl molecule is OH negative. Oxygen, hydrogen, negative charge. What's hydrogen? The acidic nature of hydrogen is a positively charged hydrogen ion, H positive. Imagine what happens when that juice gets broken down into hydroxyl ions, OH negative, and reacts with the positively charged hydrogen ion. What reaction do you think takes place? You have an OH negative and an H positive, 2 H's and an O. That reaction forms water. Water is neutral. You neutralize that acidity. You've now changed the charge at the level of the cell membrane, and you've now just allowed your body to properly oxygenate tissues, making the sugars in these fruits and vegetable juices and the natural fruits and vegetables they get at our clinic, they can now be easily converted to massive amounts of energy. And that is what ultimately fires up the immune system, and that's why we have the storied history of reversing these advanced diseases. One of the biggest portions of the therapy is the detoxification procedures of the Gerson Therapy. And the Gerson Therapy has made these famous, and that's the coffee enema. Now, we're talking about the juicing and how the juicing neutralizes that acidity and forms water. Well, if you're forming massive amounts of water in the body like that, what do you think's happening on a cellular level? The toxins are getting flushed out of the cells into the bloodstream. And those toxins, they have to get released. The coffee enema. Now, people say, come on, now I've heard everything. The coffee enema, I prefer to take mine in the morning, first thing when I wake up.
With cream and sugar?
With cream and sugar. But it's ingenious. Let me explain why. There's a lot of reasons why, but the main reason is this. Your liver produces an enzyme. It's called glutathione transferase. Glutathione transferase, it's the most potent detoxifying enzyme in the human body. The liver produces it. What the liver uses is palmitic acid as the chemical base to produce glutathione transferase. Properly roasted, organic coffee. It's lightly roasted. It's not a drinking coffee. It's a particular bean that's not a drinking bean, and it's also roasted so lightly that you don't denaturize it like you would a drinking coffee. But properly roasted coffee is loaded with palmitic acid. And studies on coffee enemas have proven that when you do one coffee enema, the production of glutathione transferase by the body goes up 600 to 700% greater than normal. And our patients, they're getting 5 a day.
Yes, coffee enemas are a staple of the Gerson diet, and they were actually in the Merck manual until the 1970s as the best way to detoxify the liver.